Hey everybody, we're back. Final episode of Season 7 Game of Thrones. We say this every episode, but holy shit.
What an episode.
Hey! It was again one of those slow burn, get to the point, okay, and we're off. Things are happening.
It was so good though. So many scenes it was just, you were so tense waiting for something bad to happen.
Yeah. The whole time my heart was just like in my throat. Just
yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of the better episodes.
Yeah. The pacing was good. Didn't feel like you're wasting too much time on one singular area.
No.
Except for Theon areas.
Yeah.
But so we start off right in on Grey Worm, marching up to King's Landing. There's all of the Unsullied in formation, order, and then in comes the chaos of the Dothraki behind them.
Yeah.
They swoop in, and Bronn and Jaime are kind of looking at each other like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah, it's a show of force, and they're winning.
Yeah. After that, we cut to.
They're all marching over to where they're meeting at, and Bronn shows up with a group of soldiers that are going to escort everybody there. And so Tyrion meets back up with Bronn. Tyrion meets back up with Podrick. The Hound
sees Brienne,
and neither are really happy about it.
No. He seems kind of at peace with it, though. He's more like, he seems to have gained some purpose now that he didn't have before. Whereas Brienne just kind of seemed astonished that he's alive.
Yeah.
She had no idea.
She kicked him off a mountain, basically.
Yeah. That was a good battle, too.
Yeah.
Between them.
But they're all walking down. Everybody's, catching up. And, Brienne and the Hound are talking. And they're like... It's like, I only fought you to protect Arya. And it's like, I was doing the fucking same, you stupid bitch.
If we only, took 5 seconds to talk, we would have figured that out.
Yeah.
Not fought.
But she tells him that Arya's still alive, and that makes... He seems happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
He seems surprised, too.
Yeah, seems surprised but happy.
Mm-hmm.
But they all walk into the meeting room.
There's that one, there's a one Lannister soldier that asks, hey, what's in the box? He tells him, fuck off. He's like, aw. I just want to know.
Yeah. And they meet up at this, looks like a coliseum, basically.
Yeah, it's the dragon pits where they stored the dragons and chained them up and kept them there as pets.
Yeah. So that's where the meeting's taking place. All Daenerys' side shows up, minus Daenerys, and Cersei shows up with Jaime, the Hound, and a bunch of other soldiers. And
the mountain.
In the mountain.
Yeah.
You're just getting kind of nervous because all the good people are there, and they're all kind of surrounded. And then Daenerys shows up with her dragon and
2 dragons.
2 dragons.
Missing one.
Yeah, missing one.
If you didn't see last episode, I don't know why the hell not, but spoiler, the other one becomes an ice dragon.
Yeah. So they start to have the meeting, and Euron decides to be an asshole. Starts taunting Theon, wants him to basically bow to him, or he's going to kill his sister. And everybody's just like, dude, sit the fuck down. We got better things to talk about than this.
Tries going after Tyrion, and they tell him, sit the fuck down, stop it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude.
So begrudgingly, he sits down.
Yeah.
The Hound brings up the White Walker in a box on his back. Even though they brought it here in a cart, he wants to carry it the last leg of the journey on his own back, so whatever.
Or sets the box down, opens it up, White Walker comes out.
Well, at first, he's looking at it like, ooh.
Well, it's all crammed in there.
Oh, yeah, I know, but, when on the ship, he, knocked on the box and, the thing went apeshit. Just wouldn't stop. The entire time he brings it up, sets it down, unlocks it, opens it up, there's just no noise, no movement, no nothing. He kind of looks in, he looks at everyone else, kind of like, oh shit, did it melt? Did it, did it die or whatever? Crap, now we have no proof. But nope, kicks it over.
So over it. starts charging at Cersei, and they got it chained up, so it stops. It comes right at after the Hound. He cuts it in half. It's still crawling. He cuts its hand off.
The hand is still going.
The hand is still going.
And the one Maester guy, the creepy dude who fixed the mountain, picks it up. He's like, I'll have to conduct some experiments with this.
Yeah. And then Jon Snow gets up. There's 2 ways to kill these things. With fire, lights the hand on fire. And then with dragon glass, he stabs the zombie and it stops moving. It's dead.
Yeah. It's got a cool looking dragon glass dagger.
Yeah. Euron decides to puss out. Says, I want to ride this out. I want to go to my island.
Well, he asks him, can they swim? John's like, no. He's, cool. I live on an island. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Yeah. He leaves. Then Cersei's like, okay, yeah, he's a coward, but we got to come together and fight this thing. On one condition, though. After this war, Jon Snow stays in the north.
Yep.
North stays in the north, and that
the North can't go against me. They have to lay down and...
Yeah. And then like a fucking idiot, John's like, no, I cannot do that. It's like, you can't fucking lie. So that goes badly, and Cersei leaves, and it's like, well, we're fucked.
Yeah, she gets really huffy in an instant. She's like, because he not only turns her down and says, no, I will not accept that condition, he says, I've already bent the knee to Daenerys. She's my queen.
Everybody is pissed at Jon Snow, though.
I mean, you could tell Daenerys is like, oh, it's sweet. That's really fucking stupid, but oh, it's sweet. You know?
Yeah, everybody's pissed at Jon Snow because, like, couldn't you just said, yeah, couldn't you have gone along with it just for this time?
Especially Tyrion. Tyrion's like, I know it's great that you have all this honor and whatnot, but can you learn to at least fucking lie a little bit?
Yeah. Then Tyrion,
just once,
master of the dumbest plans ever, decides, I'll go talk to her by myself and try to get this sorted out.
It's not like she wants me dead.
Yeah. So he goes to talk to her, and he sees Jaime, he's just left talking to her, and he couldn't get her convinced to go along with it. And then Jaime...
They kind of have that moment of, isn't this interesting? We're back here again, you know. Well, in case you die, little brother, it was great to see you again.
Yeah, and they tell each other goodbye.
Yeah, because it might actually legitimately happen.
Yep, so Tyrion goes in, they have a talk, and then I don't know why Tyrion steered the conversation this way, but they start talking about all the people in that family that he's like kind of responsible for their deaths.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dad, Papa Lannister.
Well, first their mom.
Yeah, first their mom.
Childbirth.
It's not really his fault.
No. I mean, the only person he's really responsible for the death of is their dad.
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
But she blames him for, like, the son and the daughter dying. And he kind of has there's a little bit of blood on his hands with the daughter. He did send her away to Dorne. And that ultimately led to her death.
He said that she would be safe there.
And she was not safe there.
No.
And the other son, he committed suicide. That's not his fault.
Yeah.
That's more blood's on Cersei's. But for some reason, he kept that conversation there, and it's like,
he said, "Why don't you just end it? Just kill me. Give the mountain the order."
She doesn't do it,
and
he, after all this, he takes a big gulp of wine, pours her a glass.
They start talking about the dead, and they're marching south, and she's like, well, the only thing that she realized once that thing lunged at her is, you know, that she wanted to protect those that were closest to her family, and this and that. And like at this time, she's like holding her stomach. And he's like, "You're pregnant." And she's like, "Oh, whoops, you weren't supposed to notice that."
Yeah. So then cut back to the Colosseum, and I don't know why Jon starts playing with some bones there.
Yeah. Little dragon bones, picking them up, looking at them.
Yeah. Then Daenerys comes over, starts talking to him, and I don't really remember what they were talking about. It wasn't...
No, it was just kind of like, nervous, like, hey, you know, trying to pass the time. I hope Tyrion is.
I think she was basically saying, like, what we did here was wrong and all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, she mentioned that, you know, she still stood behind him.
Yeah.
You know, that she's, once again told him, like, I'm really flattered you said that and you bent the knee, but stupid. But I'm flattered. It's still stupid.
Yeah. Tyrion comes strolling up, and then right behind him is Cersei and her little band of merry soldiers. They're marching along, and she's like, "Fine, we'll go to the north, and no conditions, but you better fucking remember this after this war."
Yeah.
Basically.
I have no assurances from any of you, but I will still take my better men and march north to fight alongside you.
Yeah. So the next scene, we're thinking, it's Sansa and Littlefinger talking.
Yeah.
And Sansa's trying to figure out what Arya is trying to do, and
he tells her his little game where he's like, you assume the worst in people, and you try and figure out what they want from there. And like this whole breakdown, and she's like, Arya wants to kill me because she thinks I betrayed everyone. Then she's Lord of Winterfell. Oh, that's what she wants.
Yeah. It's all kind of just dumb, and it's like, ugh, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
This is all just stupid.
So you're looking at Sansa like, how can you be this stupid? How are you really just letting him lead you like this?
Yeah. So then it cuts over to, where does it cut to? It cuts to, they're all talking back at the cast. They're back over at Dany's home, basically. And they're all talking, and they're like getting ready to go north, and they're figuring out the best way to go north, whether for Dany, whether ride her dragon in later on, like catch up, so that way people aren't trying to kill her along the way, and they come up with the best ways to just go with Jon Snow. And
it shows that they're peacefully going up together, that she's coming as an ally, not a conqueror.
Yeah. And it goes back up to...
Back to Winterfell again?
Yeah, back to Winterfell. I'm sure we're missing something. It didn't matter, though, if we're not remembering it.
But
oh, wait. So then, Theon comes up, talks to Jon. It's like, hey, I'm kind of a shithead.
Oh, yeah.
Jon's like, I kind of forgive you for the things I can, but that's all I forgive you for. And then he's like, well, I should probably save my sister. And Jon's like, yeah, you probably should.
Why are you still here?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, you're right.
So Theon goes, talks to his men, and like, let's go save Yara. They're like, fuck you, we're going to go set out on an island somewhere.
Yeah, the main guy is like, fuck you, you left your sister to die.
Yeah.
You're a coward and a pussy. And Theon's like, yeah, but we're still going to go save her. He's like, fuck you, no.
Yeah, Theon's like, well, we're still going, and you better come with. And they're like, no, we're going to go kill all these guys and take their wives on some peaceful island. And Theon's like, no, we don't do that anymore, because Yara's pledged allegiance to Daenerys. And they're like, we don't fucking care. So then they fight. Theon is getting he's getting his poo pushed in, basically. Yeah. Until the tide turns when the guy tries to knee him in the balls. Nothing happens because, hey.
He's got nothing down there anymore.
Yeah. It's like, thanks?
Yeah. He's like,
He like kicks him 10 times in the junk, but there's no junk to be kicked at. It's just bony flesh down there, basically. We don't know. We didn't look.
So he ends up punching him in the face. He falls down and
kicks his ass.
Theon gets on top of him, just keeps punching him until he looks like he's dead.
Yeah. So then they take off. So I'm assuming we're going to get some kind of battle for Yara if she's still alive.
Yeah, I think she probably is.
But we don't know. We assume she is, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Cuts back to up north, and there's going to be a trial for Arya.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Arya in. It's like you're accused of...
Sansa says you're accused of treason and murder.
Yep. How do you plead?
Lord
Baelish. He's like,
what? Me? What? Huh? And she's like, yes, you.
Yeah.
And
you killed my aunt.
Killed your aunt. Yeah, killed your aunt. Killed, what's his name? Aaron? The first guy that...
Oh, I don't know and I don't care.
Lysa's... Her...
He killed somebody else.
The first hand of the king.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
And then also conspired against their father by siding with Joffrey and Cersei.
Yep, and is conspiring to turn Sansa and Arya against each other.
Yep. And so she's like, "Yeah, you done fucked up a lot way 6 for Sunday." And
yeah, he gets on his knees and he's crying and begging.
bleeding.
He knows he's fucked.
Arya used that dagger.
Cuts his throat real quick, and it takes a little while for him to bleed out. But he do.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He done died.
R.I.P. Littlefinger.
Bye-bye. So
then cuts back to King's Landing. Jaime's getting everybody all ready to go, and
he's got his battle plans going on that map they got in the courtyard thing.
Yeah. They painted that map. They're going to get every single use they can out of it.
Exactly.
Damn it.
So Cersei asks him, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Getting everyone ready to go north."
Yeah.
She's like, "You're an
idiot.
The dumbest Lannister ever." He's like, "What are you talking about?" "Well, of course we're not going to go north." He's like, "What do you mean? I gave my word."
Yeah.
She's like, "No, we're not going north. I just became friends with the Iron Bank. We bought like 10,000 mercenaries with elephants and shit. They're going to go attack them in the north.
Yeah.
And they're going to fuck them up." He's like, "What the fuck? You know."
Yeah, we still can't win this war.
Yeah, we can't take them out. You know, if we're at least going to stay here, at least don't interfere with their fight against the White Walkers.
Yeah. But turns out that Euron was sent to pick up
those mercenaries. Because they're in Essos, across the Narrow Sea.
Yeah. We'll talk about that a little bit later, at the end of this episode.
All right.
And Jaime's like, "Well, I'm fucking leaving. I said I was going to fight." She's like, "I'll have you killed." And he's like, even the Mountain's got his sword out and they're ready to do it. And he just walks out, and Cersei doesn't get the kill order. Yeah, I don't believe he just walks out.
No one walks away from me.
Yeah. And as he's leaving, it's starting to snow in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Not a good sign.
No. And it's really snowing in Winterfell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's snowing shit tons in Winterfell, and Sam shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Goes to talk to Bran. He's like, "Hey, Bran, how's it going?"
He's like, "What happened to you?"
He's like, "Hey, Sam." So Sam's like, "You remember me?" He's like, "I remember everything." Okay.
That's not creepy at all. It's like, he's like, "Yeah, you helped me go north of the wall."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, so what happened out there?" He's like, "Oh, I became the Three-Eyed Raven." He's like,
"That's cool.
I don't know what that is, but okay." He's like, "Basically, I see everything now."
And then Bran tells him that we got to tell Jon Snow that he's not a Snow.
Mm-hmm.
His dad he's a Targaryen. Well, he's a Sand.
Because
he was born.
Any bastards in the north are named Snow. Any bastards in Dorne are named Sand.
Yeah, like Bran's figured out who the parents are, and it's who is it? Who's his parents?
Rhaegar Targaryen.
Rhaegar Targaryen.
And it starts with an L. What's her name?
Lyanna.
Lyanna,
that sounds right.
Yeah, Lyanna Stark.
Yeah.
Ned's sister. So he's like, "Yeah, we got to tell him that, his name is Jon Sand."
And then Sam, who apparently wasn't paying attention the last time he was talking with his wife.
He's like, "I vaguely remember my wife saying something about Rhaegar Targaryen having an annulment from his previous marriage with the Martells, and he married someone else instead." He's like, "Oh shit, well that must be it. Now he's a legitimate Targaryen. Yeah, we do need to tell Jon this."
And
as this is happening, Jon Snow is knocking on the cabin door, because they're on the ship, of Daenerys' room or whatever.
Yeah.
And she answers the door, and they don't say anything to each other. They just kind of share looks, and he walks inside. She lets him. He shuts the door. Then they get naked and start getting busy.
Well, Sam's asked Bran if he could see that.
Oh yeah, not the naked and getting busy part, but go back and
Sam wants to know. Sam's describe it to me while I jerk off.
Yeah. He wants to go back to where Rhaegar and Lyanna get married. So he
to see if they were actually married.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, yep, there they are." And there's a priest. Okay, yeah, they got married. Cool. And that's when it cuts to Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen getting it on. And
I'm looking
like,
something up.
All right. It's one of those awkward moments because it's like, us as the audience, we know that they're, nephew and aunt, but they see each other as kind of kindred spirits on the different sides of the world. They both started from nothing, built themselves up into something.
And Bran also finds out what Jon Snow's real name is. It's Aegon Targaryen.
Aegon Targaryen.
That's what I was looking up.
Yeah, okay. Which, I thought it was going to be something with John in it. John Harris or something like that.
Well, if he calls him like Aegon Sand, then maybe they're going to deduce that like he's a Targaryen and has got to kill him.
Yeah, well,
because they're killing every Targaryen.
Oh, I know, but I was just always figured that Ned was like, oh, if his name is John Harris, just John, Jon Snow.
I think he just gave him like a real basic name, so that way, they know nothing about him.
Yeah.
He even lied to saying it was his son, not his sister's.
Yeah.
So he changed who his parents were, changed his name completely to protect him.
It wasn't until John was going to take the Black, when he had no rights to any title or anything like that, that he was finally going to be safe, that he was going to actually tell him, like, okay, you're actually Targaryen.
Yeah.
you're
they never got to have
my
that
nephew.
talk, though.
Nope. He said, next time I see you, we're going to talk about your mother.
Yeah.
And never happened.
Yeah. So they figured that they got to tell him that he is the rightful king of everything.
Yeah.
Which, it seems like a bad idea, honestly, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait till everything's cooled down, then maybe tell him.
Yeah.
So then it goes to,
I think after that, then it cuts to...
the wall.
No. It cuts to Bran out near the weirwood tree.
Oh,
he's like, he can see his eyes are warged out, so he's actually warged into a bunch of ravens again, and they're flying along the wall, observing what's going on. And we get to see everyone's favorite wildling, Tormund, standing there, and who was he there with?
The guy with the patch.
Oh, Beric.
Patches.
Yeah, dude with the fire sword. They're standing there, and they're looking over the watchtower thing, like the tallest point of the wall, and looking down at the forest, and all of a sudden, just the White Walkers just come out and just stop at a certain line right in front of the wall. And they're just like, oh shit, they're here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Like, well, at least we got this wall here.
Sound the horns!
Getting past this. And, yeah, we were saying earlier that I think it's 1 horn blow for Ranger returning, 2 horn blows for wildlings, 3 horn blows for White Walkers.
We don't know, though.
Yeah. Well, that would be kind of funny if there's, just a bunch of guys down there, like, just about to get some supper. All of a sudden, the first horn blows. They're like, oh, good, a Ranger's back. That's good news. Oh, wildlings are here. That's cool. That's good news. Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are tons of White Walkers all outside the wall of Eastwatch. And the fog rolls in. The giants walk up behind them. They're kind of looking around like, God, how can this get any worse? That's when the Ice Dragon rolls in.
Yep.
Night King's riding the Ice Dragon and just starts blasting at the wall. It was like, kind of had like a frost breath, but it was destroying the wall at the same time. So I don't know what its properties are, if it's like hot or if it's cold. I guess it's cold.
Yeah, I would assume it's cold.
Maybe it's like sub-zero cold, so like it shatters whatever it hits.
Either way, wall starts crumbling.
Mm-hmm. Makes a nice old dent in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the whole side of it just kind of collapses into the sea.
Yep. Yeah.
They start marching right over the rubble.
Yep. So and that's where it ended.
Yeah. Just watching out them just pour into Westeros, past the wall. And they leave it up to, they don't really show what happens to Tormund and Beric, but
we're assuming that they made it out because, at the very least with Tormund, you got to assume that
he's going to see Brienne again.
I don't know if he's going to see Brienne again, but
he's going to see Brienne again.
But he's a big enough character that they would show his death.
Yeah.
That
Beric, he's been brought back so many times. He has to have a moment where his life means something.
Yeah. That or like Tormund's going to be a White Walker.
Yeah.
Walking along, and that's where Brienne sees him again and kills him.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty sure they're both alive.
Yeah, they're both good. Either they found some red shirts and like used them as surfboards to like go down the rubble, or they just ran down the whole way.
Yeah.
Whatever
I would assume that they're probably like on their way walking to the next like castle. That's
probably just running along the whole length of the wall.
Meeting up with the Night's Watch.
Cursing and pissing themselves the whole way there.
Yeah.
Because that's an intimidating army to see.
Yep.
And especially when a wall that hasn't been moved or dinged or anything in thousands of years suddenly crumbles. Yeah. You get a little nervous.
Yeah. Overall, this was a great episode. I mean, I know this kind of like... We seemed like we skimmed through it, but they kind of like stayed with one storyline throughout the whole episode, so it's not a whole lot to talk about.
Two of the biggest things to happen... Well, I say...
A lot happened.
Three of the biggest things that happened is Littlefinger died.
Yep, Littlefinger died.
Jon and Daenerys got together.
And the wall came down.
Yep. Those are the biggest things to happen. If you take any away from this episode, key points right there.
Yeah, I thought it was a great episode. There's so many scenes just so tense. You're just worried that something bad's going to happen to someone. I thought we were going to lose like everybody for a minute. I thought we were going to lose Jaime. I thought we were going to lose
everyone
Tyrion.
in the pit before Daenerys showed up. It's like, this is feeling a little Red Wedding-ish.
Yeah.
But
I think it was done purposely. You could hear the music going along.
Yeah.
But overall, this season, I thought it was a great season. We've had a lot of jetpacking, and honestly, that doesn't really bother me.
No.
Because they've done a whole lot of stuff.
This show's been going on for a while.
Yeah, and this is the first season that they've had to do without being able to rely on a book.
Yeah.
To have a clear path. They've just had basically bullet points at this point, and
yeah, they have a rough sketch of what the ending is.
Yeah.
But it's on their own writing skills and determination to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, and it would have been nice to have been like, oh, this like 5 days later type thing, or something that showed like how much time had passed.
Yeah, a scale of time of some sort.
Yeah, but I think it was one of the better seasons.
Very
satisfying. A lot of stuff happened. We still got Cersei alive. We still got Jon Snow alive. We still got Daenerys alive.
Yep.
And we still got the Night King alive.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a jam-packed last season. There's going to be so much happening. So
it's going to get nuts. It's going to get crazy. And it looks like, this last bit is going to be not just the White Walker War, but the war against Cersei.
Yes.
So.
Yep, and she's got herself a new army to help combat the rest of the North. And the people that she's hiring, they're like, the people that run it are Targaryens.
Yeah.
They're black dragons. They were
from old Valyria.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if they actually do fight along with Cersei.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next season, because, we got it wrong. We've been saying there's only 5 episodes. There's actually 6. But they're saying each one's going to be feature length, so about an hour and 30 minutes.
They're saying that. We'll see if we actually get that.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, as of right now, that's the statement from HBO saying 6 episodes, feature length, film length for each one. Mm-hmm. But the catch is, the very earliest we might get it is going to be summer of next year. But it's looking
we're definitely not getting that. They're starting film. They're just going to start filming in October.
Yeah, more and more it looks like 2019, sometime during that year.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we're going to be talking about this 2 years from now.
Yeah, we'll still talk about it from that here,
I mean, like actually filming something and hey, this is what happened this episode.
Yeah. And be sure to look out for when we do kind of predictions on what happens next season.
Predictions, discussing theories.
That whole shebang of stuff once we kind of process things and get them in there. So stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe. Thanks for sticking with us during all these reviews here, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
See you later.